Definitely David Ayer's best film in a long time, which isn't saying much, but here we are. Alright guys, I am finally back to record some stuff. Sorry it's been a while. A lot of stuff happened. I've been in and out of some personal life drama. I've also been working kind of a freelance job that's demanded some chunk of my attention too after hours, so I just have not had time to really sit down and actually review the many movies that I've been watching over the last few months. But I am trying to get back into things, and I figure I'd start off with what I saw a while ago, but it's pretty fresh in my head, which is The Beekeeper, which is kind of the big sleeper hit. I don't know, sleeper hit, the big hit of January, directed by David Ayer, who is a controversial director, to put it mildly, mostly because he's the guy who made, like, the original Suicide Squad that he kept trying really hard to get an Ayer cut made for and did not succeed, and quite frankly, I'm glad, because the original one wasn't good, and David Ayer is just not as good of a director as people who are pushing for this seem to think he is. And that's not to say, I'm sure he's a lovely man. I know nothing about him as a person. I know that for many years he's been trying to make these kind of serious films that are banking on the gangster flavor kind of thing that he got with Training Day. Even though he didn't direct that movie, he only, what did he do? He wrote it, which is also a movie he's most known for. But that also means we tend to forget all the other movies that he's made that have been bad. Like Suicide Squad, which had the ill-advised choice of like the whole thing with Jared Leto as the Joker, which is obnoxious and terrible. It did get Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, which just still stands as a great decision. So no fault there. But the rest of the movie was just a hodgepodge and a mess, and I don't think there's any cut or any version of it that would have made it better, just because you could tell the scenes that was gonna try to take itself more seriously, it just didn't work. He also made what the fuck was that, like that one terrible Shia LaBeouf movie that came out a couple years ago, Drug Collector or something like that. I'm gonna look up his filmography real quick. The Tax Collector, which was another god-awful fucking movie, and a bunch of other ones he's made, like Bright was another one that was pretty bad. Fury wasn't bad. That was this one decent movie, but that was like in 2014. Even then, did he direct that one or did he produce it? What did he actually direct? Okay, he did direct Fury. Okay, yeah, so like this last good movie was Fury, which was a decade ago. So this is kind of his opportunity to let go of his self-seriousness he's been trying to do in his last movies and kind of go into some more kind of schlocky B-movie action fun, and surprise, surprise, he's actually pretty good at that. So this movie actually works pretty well. It feels like he's diving into a different field. That suits him much better. It does tend to favor his more over-the-top tendencies. It does allow him to still kind of be spiteful and angry, which this movie really is, and I'll get to why in a bit. It's not a bad thing. It's actually to the movie's favor. It's like he does good action sequences. The action sequences in the movie are well shot. They're well directed. They're exciting. They're intense. There's a lot of characters that are over the top to an absurd degree. That he's tried to do in some of the more serious films. They don't quite work, but they work here because that just feels like the flavor of the movie. So I guess for those who don't remember this movie or don't know what it's about, this movie stars Jason Statham, who is a retired like government assassin called Beekeepers, who are a big deal. And very much like you send these people in when no one else will do, kind of a thing. But he's retired. He's being an actual beekeeper with this nice old lady who's kind of taking him in and is taking care of him. He really appreciates her for this. So when one day this woman is caught in a phishing scam that takes her for all her money, he takes that really personally and proceeds to hunt down and murder everyone associated with this scam. And there is a very fun, intense spitefulness to this film that I think really works in its favor. Because I think we can all mutually agree that people who do phishing scams are scum of the earth. I don't think you're going to get many people that agree with it. I think people who even do this shit will acknowledge that they are scumbags and they're bottom feeders, exploiting vulnerable people. taking them for all they're worth. And I feel like the reason this movie came about was either somebody he loved or he himself was the victim of a phishing scam and at some point in his life, and he never got over it. And this movie feels like an hour and 40 minutes of just vengeful writing and disdain for this garbage industry. Like every time he goes after one of these these big call centers. By the way, I'm a little sick, so if I cough in the middle of this, I apologize in advance. And every time he has Jason Statham just giving moral pontifications to people like, you like what you do, you like who you're helping, look at these fucking people you're helping, like fuck these people, fuck you, fuck these people, and fuck you for helping them, as he beats the living shit out of them. And it is satisfying because we all get those goddamn we all get those goddamn phone calls, we all get those goddamn emails, we all get those very blatant attempts to scam us out of our money, and you know that enough people fall from that they keep doing it. And so from just a structural standpoint, it is a very cathartic film in that regard, while also being a cheesy B movie with Jason Statham. And I kind of hoping this is the direction David Ayer takes his career. He's good at this particular thing. He's not good at doing gangster stuff. He's not good at doing serious drama. He's not good at those kind of things. So just let him do schlocky action shit. I don't see any reason why he needs to go beyond this. Just recruit actors that want to work with you, like Jason Statham, like Jeremy Irons, who's also really good. This is kind of he kind of plays the role that the villain in the first John Wick did, of establishing like, oh shit, you fucked up by pissing this person off. And again, very much like John Wick, it works here. Works a little better than John Wick, but this isn't John Wick. So, you know, and like, who else is in this? Like, Josh Hutcherson plays like the main douchebag villain, and they really make him just the biggest fucking entitled douchebag they possibly could. And he's very, very punchable face, very punchable personality, and you just want to see this guy get fucked up, and he does, and it's great. It does have a series of just wild escalations, and I think a little too much faith in the U.S. government, but I think on the whole, without going too much into like the details and the spoilers and all that kind of stuff, if you haven't seen it, if you missed the movie in theaters and you want to watch, I do recommend it. I do think it's a lot of fun. I do think this is the trajectory I'm hoping David Ayer goes in for the rest of his career. I think it is the best B-movie action film like this that I've seen in a long time. So overall, I'm not gonna say it's amazing, it's spectacular. It's a solid 7 or 8, but I think it's fun. Of the older men B-movie action movies of this nature, I think this is the best one I've seen in a while. So I'm very happy to see that this is a good one. I highly recommend it. You should go watch it. And I got a bunch of movies on my list. I'm going to get to those. Until then, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.